one single press, the giant log screams, splitting into pieces. The wood splitter charges into battle. No mercy, no pause. Each plank shoots out like a bullet. This is the arena of steel and pressure. Welcome to the world of Wood Channel. Multitech 2025, bold and orange, relentless under the open sky. Out in the log yard, beneath a sky streaked with sawdust and sunlight, the bright orange Multitech 2025 stands like a seasoned steel warrior. No labels needed. Its dusty, scratched orange coat speaks of thousands of relentless working hours. The log conveyor runs smoothly, feeding each timber into the cutting system. A massive circular saw blade screams to life, dropping with surgical finality, slicing through the log like a knife through wax. Instantly, the cut section is shoved into the splitter. A heavy-duty cross wedge comes down, breaking the log into neat, equal firewood pieces. The roar of machinery, the thump of splitting wood, the swirl of dust, it's a raw industrial symphony. Multitech 2025 doesn't boast, it proves. A machine built to work. Fast, clean, precise, tireless. The homemade log splitter features a simple yet highly effective design, with a sharp horizontal cutting blade mounted on a sturdy steel frame. Large logs are placed on the support bed and then forcefully pushed straight into the horizontal cutting blade. As the log contacts the blade, hydraulic or mechanical pressure immediately activates, causing the blade to quickly and decisively split or slice the log into smaller pieces. The metallic clang against the wood rings clearly, blending with the cracking sounds of the split wood, creating the characteristic noise of an efficient manual splitter. Wood chips fall neatly without scattering, keeping the workspace clean and safe. The operator carefully controls the pushing lever, ensuring each cut is precise and effective. McAllister MVLS 3008T, 8 tons of splitting force in every stroke. Sunlight falls over the wood yard where a man stands, arms wrapped around a heavy oak log. With steady steps, he places the log onto the base of the McAllister MVLS 3008T, a solid, dark gray machine, its polished steel ram and V-shaped splitting wedge gleaming with quiet authority. He pulls the control lever. Instantly, the 8-ton hydraulic ram begins its forward push, pressing the log firmly into the wedge. The oak lets out a sharp crack, then splits cleanly, first in 2, then in 4, each split symmetrical, strong, and satisfying. The machine doesn't roar, it hums and hisses, then falls silent as the task is done. Again, the man bends down, wraps his arms around another log. Together, man and machine form a rhythm, turning dense oak into stacks of precise firewood blocks. The 60-ton log splitter, a colossal machine delivering crushing force far beyond typical equipment. Massive, heavy logs are positioned into the pressing chamber, bracing for the enormous pressure about to be unleashed. As the machine powers up, the giant hydraulic piston descends, exerting tens of tons of force. Slowly but irresistibly, though it snaps with thunderous cracks, breaking into pieces both large and small. The machine's power resembles a steel beast, pulverizing every obstacle in its path. With such immense pressure and capacity to handle gigantic logs, this splitter becomes the beating heart of any wood processing site, a force no human strength can match. Multitech 2040 XP90. The orange beast roars, its long blade lowered like a steel sword slicing through solid timber. In the echoing hum of the worksite, the operator grips the lever, slow, deliberate. The long, gleaming saw blade descends like a battle-hardened sword. Every movement carries the weight of steel, the force of engineering, and the cold precision of machines. The log rests still on the tray, awaiting its fate. Then screech. The blade drops. A harsh tearing sound erupts. The REX 600X Firewood Beast vertical log splitter, true to its name, is a powerful, high-capacity machine built to dominate firewood production with speed and precision. Massive logs are piled high onto the loading deck of the trailer, waiting to enter the machine. One by one, the logs are pushed forward into the splitting zone, where a stainless steel blade hangs high above, ready to strike. With a swift and forceful downward motion, the blade slices each log into clean, uniform sections, each split falling neatly to the ground. Immediately after splitting, the smaller wood pieces are automatically lifted onto a conveyor belt, which transports them efficiently to a nearby wood collection area. The entire process, from raw timber to stacked firewood, unfolds in a seamless flow. The sharp clang of steel meeting, combined with the soft hum of conveyor movement and wood.
Subscribe to the channel for more.
Inside a spacious lumber workshop, the Easton-made 37D operates like a powerhouse of mechanical force. Its bold orange frame stands out against the rough timber around, exuding confidence and raw industrial muscle. Heavy gears, a thick hydraulic cylinder, and a gleaming steel wedge work in concert, a mechanical symphony of strength. A man in a thick work shirt and leather gloves loads a solid log onto the splitter bed. He pulls the control lever, and instantly, the hydraulic ram surges forward with ferocious power, thrusting the log toward the splitting blade. A sharp crack rings out. The log is instantly forced apart into smaller, neatly severed pieces that tumble to the collection tray below. Each split is clean, running along the natural grain, precise as a blade stroke. Beside him, a woman stands ready. With practiced motion, she grabs imperfect or partially split pieces, repositioning them for a clean second pass. No words are exchanged. Only the hum of hydraulics, the snap of timber, and the rhythmic teamwork between human and machine. Sunlight streaming through high windows illuminates airborne wood dust, casting the scene in a golden haze of discipline, strength, and quiet cooperation. The circular saw blade roars into a furious spin, each cut sharp and merciless, sending the freshly severed log crashing perfectly into place. The conveyor thrusts the log toward the splitting blade with unstoppable force. The machine roars with brutal power, relentless and unforgiving, as the stubborn logs shatter instantly, exploding under the deafening roar. The block-cutting log splitter is a specialized mechanical design, optimized for fast, efficient splitting of medium to large logs. At the core of the system is a rotating shaft, where two sharp blades are symmetrically mounted on opposite ends. As the shaft spins, both blades rotate rapidly, and with every turn, the blades strike the incoming logs, slicing cleanly through the timber. Logs are fed steadily into the cutting zone, rhythmically, without pause. Each cut produces a crisp, snapping sound, the sound of raw mechanical force fracturing solid wood. The machine works tirelessly, like a steel heartbeat pounding with rhythm and force under sunlight or forest mist. Wood pieces split cleanly and fall continuously, piling behind the machine like a rain of lumber. No need for rest, no hesitation, just relentless spinning and powerful, precise splitting. It's a machine that is both simple and fierce, a compact yet brutal force, where pure mechanics and sharp precision meet to deliver remarkable performance. Eco-wood splitter, conqueror of difficult logs with a minimum of 25 tons of splitting force. In front of it lies stubborn logs, twisted, knotty, and tough, the kind that defeat ordinary splitters. But the Eco-wood splitter doesn't back down. With at least 25 tons of hydraulic force, it delivers each split like a steel hammer from above. A rugged log is placed onto the bed. The hydraulic cylinder descends, slow but unstoppable. When the blade touches wood, crack. The log tears apart as if struck by iron fists. Tough fibers and tangled knots break cleanly into even chunks. No need for noise or speed, just raw, consistent power. The Eco Splitter doesn't just work fast, it tackles what others can't.
like to try it and see? Yeah, I think you could probably try it.
The Thor log splitter represents a bold fusion of machine power and human strength. A semi-manual wood processor designed to handle massive, stubborn logs using both mechanical advantage and skilled hands. At one end of the unit, a fixed splitting blade stands firmly in place, ready to receive each heavy timber. But on the opposite end, there is no automatic piston. Instead, there's a long lever arm, designed for the operator to manually lift and press down, transferring their body weight and force directly onto the wood. As the worker brings the lever down, the log is forced against the wedge, and with a cracking sound, it begins to split slowly but firmly. Each motion is a blend of human control and mechanical assistance. Not fast, but deliberate and effective. The Thor splitter isn't built for high-speed production lines. It's built for those who value control, precision, and adaptability, especially when dealing with oversized or irregular logs that require more finesse than brute automation.
And what's great about it, that I like so far, is that it's very balanced, so you're not twisting your spine, and the motion is very nice. But also, it's aerobic. You can see, you can move the head to one side and press the spring down, and that stores energy in the spring. And then you push it up, and so you're using your leg muscles and your core muscles a lot more. Because there's some play in the hinge, you can aim it a little bit. So you don't have to have the wood in exactly the right position. But you have to be a little careful that it doesn't bonk you, because it is on a spring.
Let's go get the chicken nipples.
I think it would be a really good tool for two people to use together. One person could set the wood in, and the other person could just sit here and work it up and down like that, and do a lot of chopping very fast. Do you think that would scare you? So now I'm going to do a much harder one, just show you that there is a limit to, so this one, zoom in on this one and see that it is a crotch in the tree.
The SpaltFix K415 Posh, compact yet powerful, is engineered to streamline the firewood processing workflow with remarkable efficiency and precision. From the outside, it appears clean and minimal, but inside lies a coordinated sequence of robust mechanical operations. Each log is fed into the machine via conveyor or manual input. As soon as the log reaches its set position, a sharp circular saw blade swiftly drops down and slices the log into even segments. Without delay, the cut section is pushed directly into the splitting unit, a robust steel wedge, often in a box or star configuration. With high-pressure hydraulic force, the log is pressed firmly into the splitter, instantly breaking it down into multiple uniform firewood pieces. The entire cycle, feed, cut, split, output, runs smoothly, efficiently, and without chaos. No excessive dust, no uncontrolled noise, just clean, powerful, synchronized motion. The SpaltFix K415 is an ideal solution for small to medium firewood operations that demand performance, safety, and compact design all in one reliable machine. The brute force 14 to 24 wood cutting and splitting machine roars incessantly, blending with the heavy breaths of its operator. Large, rugged logs with thick, cracked bark that seem impossible to conquer are fed one by one into the machine's core. Each sharp cut, like a steel blade, strikes without hesitation, combined with powerful pushes that relentlessly tear through the toughest wood fibers. Occasionally, the machine jams, an alert horn blares, and the worker swiftly intervenes, making adjustments before the machine resumes its relentless assault on stubborn logs. Each log splits and crashes down with a heavy thud, composing a fierce symphony of power and precision, a testament to unyielding endurance and unstoppable force. The iron and oak log splitter, 37-ton, equipped with a powerful Honda GX 270 engine, stands proudly in the middle of the yard, brand new and gleaming under the sunlight. Its fresh paint and mechanical scent still linger in the air. A man stands beside it, operating the machine with care and rhythm, each movement aligned with the steady, reliable pace of this solid piece of machinery. He gently maneuvers the control lever, positioning each log precisely for the blade to do its work. The machine can be used both horizontally and vertically. Horizontal mode for heavier, hard-to-lift logs, and vertical mode for massive upright logs that don't need to be raised. This adaptability allows it to handle a wide range of log sizes and weights with ease. Delivering a crushing force of 37 tons, the iron and oak doesn't just split wood, it cleaves through the grain with authority and precision, making it a powerhouse for firewood preparation and serious wood processing tasks. 2.8-ton mini excavator with black splitter cone splitter. Compact power, big performance. This 2.8-ton mini excavator is equipped with the special black splitter cone splitter, creating a small yet powerful wood splitting machine. The steel cone splitter spins rapidly, using rotational force to penetrate deep and split tough logs in two. Despite its compact size, the excavator operates flexibly in hard-to-reach forest areas, delivering high lifting power and precise control. The mechanical arm smoothly guides the cone drill into the wood trunk, twisting powerfully and dividing the wood into smaller pieces, ready for the next processing step. The black splitter on the mini excavator is the perfect blend of smart mechanical design and modern rotational technology, providing an optimal solution for efficient wood splitting in any terrain. In the quiet countryside of Prisaboro, where the wind rustles through the treetops and life moves at a measured pace, a new sound rises, deep, steady, unmistakable. It is the sound of machinery, of labor in motion, a hydraulic wood splitter at work. The machine stands firm, forged from heavy-duty steel, its wedge sharp as a blade forged in battle. But rather than roaring with brute force, it operates with a patience and precision that speaks volumes. Each rough log, marked by sap and time, is carefully placed onto the platform. A slow, deliberate push begins, as if there's no need to rush. And then, with a satisfying crack under immense hydraulic pressure, the wood splits cleanly and evenly, transformed from raw timber into usable fuel in mere seconds. The machine continues its rhythm, relentless, accurate, one push after another, one clean split at a time. Each piece of firewood drops into the tray below, uniform and ready, destined to warm homes when winter bites. No team of workers is needed, no deafening roar from engines. Just a single operator, a faithful machine, and hours of consistent, efficient output. This is a perfect example of the philosophy, less, but better, where humans and machines work in harmony to harness nature with intelligence and economy. The hydraulic wood splitter from Prisaboro is not just a tool. It's a symbol of resilience, mechanical brilliance, and the power of simplicity, the Polish way, where small machines bring forth big results. In a vast lumber yard, the brute force 24 to 30 firewood processor roars endlessly, its mechanical breaths blending with the operator's rapid breathing. Massive, rough logs, heavy and rugged, are slowly fed onto the razor-sharp blade. The operator lowers the control lever, and instantly, the saw blade drops like a cold steel sword, delivering a swift, clean, and merciless cut. The freshly cut log section falls precisely into place and is immediately pushed forward, where powerful presses split the trunk into slender, sharp strips like steel arrows. The machine's roar echoes, mingling with the crackling and crashing sounds of wood, composing a dramatic mechanical symphony. The small wooden strips then silently slide onto the conveyor belt, smoothly moving toward the collection area, piling up into a mighty mountain of timber. Occasionally, when encountering large, straight, and stubborn logs that resist processing, the man swiftly intervenes, adjusting positions or clearing jams by hand, ensuring the machine runs smoothly without interruption. This seamless collaboration between mechanical power and human skill forms a relentless, powerful rhythm, a process of tireless, intense perseverance. On a bed of soft green grass, a solid oak log lies still, almost daring to resist. But within seconds, steel and torque respond with uncompromising force. The conical splitter, solid, spiraled, descends slowly. Mounted on a hydraulic arm, it begins to spin, boring deep into the log like a massive steel screw. A sharp whirring sound. Cracks ripple across the bark. Then crack. The log splits cleanly in two, right on the soft grass below. No sawdust, no deafening noise, just silence, broken by raw mechanical power. This is how nature yields, quietly but decisively. In the clear daylight of Bangor, Maine, the Wolf Ridge 28C stands tall, jet black, solid, and radiating mechanical dominance. Beside it, the FC-24 firewood conveyor hums in silent anticipation, ready to carry the split pieces like a wooden waterfall into the pile. The operator steps forward, confident and deliberate. He doesn't speak, he demonstrates. A heavy oak log hits the cradle, and with a single smooth motion of the lever, crack. The splitter drives through it like a hot knife through butter. Every movement is sharp, practiced. Each split echoes with authority, as if the machine is proclaiming, "This is what real power looks like." The firewood slides onto the FC-24 conveyor, gliding up and away, stacking neatly in rhythmic harmony. There's a subtle pride in the man's stance, not arrogance, but confidence. He's not just working the machine, he's showcasing it. The Wolf Ridge 28C isn't merely splitting wood, it's commanding attention, proving that in the world of firewood processors, this machine is king.
Come on up, check them out in person. Take these babies home with you today.
Split X 450 Sockwhip, the fastest wood splitter with direct hydraulic arm power. The blazing orange Split X 450 Sockwhip operates without a conveyor table, working directly on the ground. Large, heavy logs rest ready below, waiting for the sturdy hydraulic arm to lift and press down, quickly and precisely splitting the trunk in two. The hydraulic arm moves like a powerful steel machine, descending with overwhelming force, sending cracking sounds echoing through the air. The splitting process is seamless and relentless, delivering unmatched strength and speed to maximize productivity. The Split X 450 is the top choice for fast, decisive wood splitting, perfectly suited for challenging terrains where a conveyor table cannot be used. Manual log splitting, no machines, just muscle and a sharp axe. In a quiet setting, a young woman stands before a pile of large logs. She raises the heavy axe high above her head, mustering all her strength, then brings it down with force. The sound of steel striking wood rings out, sharp and clean, as the log cracks open with a satisfying snap. This is traditional log splitting, no engine, no hydraulic force, just raw human effort. Each swing of the axe is a challenge requiring precision, power, and determination. A single large log may take several hits, several angle adjustments. Yet this method brings a deep, primal connection, human against wood, using only the simplest of tools. Growy horizontal wood splitter, a durable steel beast in the wild. Under natural sunlight, the Growy horizontal wood splitter stands out with its robust steel frame and sturdy design. A long hook arm, paired with a high-strength steel cable system, skillfully grips large, heavy logs. Like a firm steel hand, the claw clamps tightly, lifting the log from the ground and precisely placing it onto the splitting platform. The surrounding air is filled with the natural scent of fresh wood and the sounds of forest birds. The operator maneuvers the hook arm with practiced ease yet undeniable power. A strong hydraulic push shoots out like a burst of steel force, quickly driving the log towards the razor-sharp, forged steel splitting blade. The screech and crackling sounds echo through the open space as the solid log splits in two. The split pieces fall evenly and squarely onto the yard, ready for the next steps such as stacking or transportation. Growy is not merely a wood splitter. It is a symbol of durability and performance in the wood processing industry. Optimized for handling heavy, hardwood, it works tirelessly under the harshest conditions, proving the superior power of German engineering. In a bustling work environment, the bright red firewood processor with a circular blade roars to life with impressive power. The steady hum of the engine fills the air as the gleaming steel circular saw spins rapidly, slicing through timber like a knife through soft bread. Logs are fed one by one onto the conveyor, gently carried toward the cutting blade. Upon contact, the high-speed rotating saw slices through each log cleanly and decisively, sending fine sawdust and tiny wood sparks flying into the sunlight. The freshly cut section is then pushed by a hydraulic ram into the splitter, where it's broken down into neat, uniform. The Petzolato TV900, a powerful, industrial-grade firewood processor, operates like a synchronized production line, combining strength with surgical precision. As the machine is lowered into working mode, it springs to life. Logs preloaded into the feed hopper are advanced one by one into the splitting section via an intelligent hydraulic pusher. Inside, razor-sharp splitting blades and a multi-way steel wedge system divide each log into uniform firewood pieces, cleanly and consistently. With every downward press, a series of perfectly even wood pieces emerge, no splintering, no irregularity, no waste. Once split, the firewood is carried out automatically via conveyor, moving directly to the rear collection area. The entire operation flows smoothly and efficiently like a well-tuned industrial line, a seamless blend of engineering, mechanical force, and optimized throughput.